From the moment it was first announced over 4 years ago, Star Wars fans have been dreading this day, the day that the Acolyte would finally come out. And here we are, Tuesday, June 4th at 9 p.m. Eastern, the Acolyte will finally premiere, and it sounds like a bigger disaster than some fans had even planned for. From the very first press release, that it would be female-centric, that it would be all about diversity and representation, that Leslie Headland, former Harvey Weinstein personal assistant, wanted to do a show about an apprentice craving the master's power. How much more fucked up and on the nose could you possibly get? Well, we're about to find out. And as Star Wars is trying to get everybody hyped, they've been doing these press tours. It's all backfired in their faces. Every single video they put out about this, a trailer, an interview, anything, almost everything gets ratioed to hell because fans know that this is not Star Wars. This is Disney Star Wars at its purest form, all about identity politics and nothing about George Lucas's Star Wars. And it's usually pretty telling when a studio doesn't allow people to put out the reviews of something till, I don't know, 9 hours before the fact. But that's basically what we have with Star Wars. The review embargo lifted this morning for the Acolyte, the same day that it's premiering, which usually is a sign they don't have too much faith in it. But already there's some weird stuff going on with Rotten Tomatoes. When you're on the homepage for the Acolyte, it's not showing critic scores. For some people, it is showing critic scores. Over here, you can see it says Star Wars The Acolyte at a 60% critic rating. Not great for them. Another one says 86%. I saw a tweet here from Disbrew that shows he's showing 57%. It's something really funky is already going on with Rotten Tomatoes. But one thing is clear from some of the reviews we've seen already. The critics, the ones that this is made for, diversity, representation, tearing down old Star Wars and building up a new, even they are not really digging this. And maybe the Rolling Stone article that came out earlier today might be the biggest indicator of that. I saw Gary tweet this out. The Acolyte, this Star Wars prequel series isn't a force to be reckoned with. Even a veteran Jedi Master would lose patience with the latest Disney Plus addition to the canon, which focuses on a pair of twins, revenge, and sleep. Z's. And so, of course, I want to say, what the fuck? How bad could this review be from Rolling Stone? And shockingly, this was the result everybody got of 404. They took it down. Now, why exactly did they take it down for over an hour? Was it because maybe they put in something there that was a little bit too spoilery? Maybe they were a little bit too harsh on it? We don't know. Eventually, people did get the archive and could see that they really did kind of lay into it. They basically called it boring, amateurish, not interesting. They did say that it does everything in their power to tear down the Jedi and tear down the Force, which is a common theme we're seeing. We've heard whispers and rumors of what's going to happen in this series, that not only is it going to feature a bunch of identity politics, featuring a lesbian coven of witches, featuring a main protagonist who has two mothers, but also that the two twins in question may have been immaculately conceived through the Force by two lesbian witches. This is actually what we're talking about right now. As bad as some people thought it could be, it looks like it's getting a whole lot worse. I saw My Nerdy Home tweeted out this portion of someone's review. Later episodes contain revelations that subvert and even threaten to upend our notions of the Jedi and binary conception of the Force. Isn't it funny that a week or two after George Lucas, stands in front of the world and says, yeah, Disney Star Wars lost its way. They don't know anything about Star Wars and they don't know anything about the Force. That we're about to have a series that completely destroys the Force and maybe Star Wars as we know it forever, all while Dave Filoni is sitting there clapping alongside Leslie Headland. There's certainly going to be some positive, but there's also some negatives out there from people that you thought would have been defending this. I saw Eckhart's Ladder just tweeted this out. LOL, oof. This is from the Daily Beast, by the way. The Acolyte, the $180 million Star Wars prequel, is a shocking waste of time. Now, like I said, when they don't allow reviews until 9 hours before this thing actually comes out, it's a testament that they don't fucking believe in it at all. Now, I would expect this Rotten Tomatoes score, well, you see it updated now. Now it does say that 57%, but I see way more than 7 reviews. I see 37 reviews. So some funky stuff going on. I imagine that fluctuates. I imagine it bounces back. But I am almost positive about one thing. There's going to be some critics out there that are going to shill for this thing no matter what because it's about diversity and representation. There's some that might be honest about what they actually see. I think fans, for the most part, are going to eviscerate this. From what it sounds like from critics that have got early access to it that I know, they say that first 2 episodes, meh, so-so. And after the 3rd episode, it's going to destroy Star Wars as we know it. This is going to be maybe the biggest disaster we've seen in Disney Star Wars history, and that's saying something. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.